every time you reach a goal, you look for the next place. And in my case, I tend to be looking for it as I'm setting foot. The moment I've come somewhere, I want to see if I can get any higher. And
well, good morning, Port City people. Welcome back to This Week in Geek. The first thing I want to take care of is a little station keeping. Yes, I know it has been 2 weeks, and I put it out on our Facebook page, but I'll put it out here also on the YouTube page. Right at this moment, most of the Port City Comics and Collectibles folks also have full-time jobs. Port City Comics and Collectibles is a little side thing that we do at certain shows, and we want to expand eventually, maybe to a brick and mortar store or an online store or something like that. But for now, it's just shows, because the vast majority of them are working full time. I'm the only one retired, and even retired, I have other things. I'm a full-time father. I'm a full-time husband. I also have other interests. I have another YouTube channel. I'm going to give it a free plug here, Hiking for Health California. Check it out if you want to. But so yeah, I have other things. Even retired, I have other things going on. And since I am the only one right now doing, because these guys are working full time, plus they also have families and all that stuff, like I do. So I currently am the only one doing these. I have to do the research for the stories. I do the filming. I do the editing of all the footage and things like that. And since I'm the only one doing that at the time being, I cannot keep up the pace for this kind of a thing every week. So This Week in Geek will be coming out every other week for the time being, and that's kind of just how we're doing things. And of course, when we do other shows, we'll get that footage and stuff like that out there too. So that's what's going on with This Week in Geek and why it's been 2 weeks. And it'll be every other week now that this will come out. And it's mostly something I'm just kind of putting out there for fun. So hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm sorry that it's not going to be every week, but I still want it to be fun and just quick little stories, just a couple of them on what's happening in the geek world, the movies, comics, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we're having fun with it and that you enjoy it. But that's what's going on with that. I just wanted to give you a quick update. All right, so we're going to go into our first story, which is Joss Whedon a traitor? What? Joss Whedon, for those of you who might not know somehow, is the guy who pretty much helped really mastermind and create the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, after Avengers Age of Ultron, he kind of stepped away from it. There was a lot of public crap going on, because internet trolls will be internet trolls, and he just decided this is just too much drama. I'm done for a while, and he kind of stepped away from it. But he really did solidify the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which makes it even more surprising when the news comes out in Variety last week that he is close to a deal. That's what Variety says. Close to a deal with Warner Brothers on doing a Batgirl movie. Interesting. So, is Joss Whedon jumping to DC? Can he do for DC what he did for Marvel? Couple of questions there. Well, number one, neither he or the studio have confirmed any of that, anything that Variety said. They've said nothing about it. There's no confirmation. So who knows? Is he really in talks? Is he really close to a deal? I mean, I don't even know if he's talking to Warner Brothers. And if he is, are they really close to a deal on that? So we don't know if that's really going on. Number two, just me putting it out there, this is the guy who created River Tam in Serenity and Kaylee and, I mean, several other amazing female characters in that show alone. This is the guy who created Buffy the Vampire Slayer and several other of those. Joss Whedon is really good at making strong female characters. So I could see him doing a good job with the Batgirl movie. Yes, I really could. So whether it's true or not, if he ends up doing it, I could see the potential being there for him really to make a strong movie, and that would help the DC cinematic universe. So who knows? But that's out there in the news. Variety put that out there. There is no confirmation, but it doesn't stop all of our friends out here on the internet from speculating the crap out of it. They've already got cast lists going on, who would be best to play this and that, and I mean all kinds of stuff like that out there, all from one quick little blurb of an article that said he was close to a deal with Warner Brothers for maybe making a Batgirl movie. I mean, and that's all Variety said, and the internet took it and ran from there. But as far as I've been able to research, the actual truth is there's no confirmation he's even talking to Warner Brothers. Neither Joss Whedon or Warner Brothers will confirm that they're even in talks. And so there's no confirmation that he's close to a deal. So who knows? That would be very interesting to speculate on, but there's nothing there right now. So we'll see. But hey, there it is. What do you guys think? Contact us at portcitysquad@gmail.com. Do you think it's a good idea for Joss Whedon to jump over to DC? And would he do a good job with a Batgirl movie or any other DC character? Let us know what you think. So we have a little bit of viewer mail coming in, and we have Amazing Film. Thanks for writing in again, Amazing Film. And Amazing Film asks, what would you think of having Ron Perlman playing Cable? I know he's not in talks to play Cable, but what would you think about this idea? You know what? I could see it. I could. Ron Perlman has the acting ability. For those of you who don't know who Ron Perlman is, I'll flash his picture up there. There's Ron Perlman. But if that still doesn't refresh your memory, he did a long time stint on as one of the main characters in Sons of Anarchy. But the geek world really knows him as Hellboy. He did a little blurb that I don't know if he's ashamed of or not in Alien 4. He's been in a lot of genre movies. I think he's taken a turn at quite a few different characters. But yeah, his main thing in the geek world is he played Hellboy, and I think he played it pretty damn well. So yeah, Ron Perlman as Cable. I could see it because again, he's already got that kind of look. He's got the gray hair, but he's still in shape. He's buffed out like Cable is, and he has the acting ability. I think it can work. As I reported last time in This Week in Geek, it looks like the studio is already looking at, or at least leaning towards, or maybe even has a deal with somebody else, Brad Pitt. But yeah, speculating. I mean, that's what Amazing Film wants, is just he's not even, and Amazing Film says it. He's not in talks to play Cable, but just what do you think? I think it would be cool. I think he'd be a good Cable. That would be really neat to see. And they wouldn't really have to change him much. Brad Pitt, they're going to have to play around with hairdos and maybe, I don't know, and I think they can buff him out. They did it for Troy and a few other movies and stuff. But, I mean, Ron Perlman, he's already there. He's already got the Cable body. He's already got the Cable look. They just have to CGI his special eye and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I could see it. Thanks for asking, Amazing Film. But, yeah, I think that would be cool. Ron Perlman would be good. As Cable. That's pretty cool. Okay, and finally, even though we're not going to be there, I did want to give a shout out to Grape City Con. That's going to be this weekend. I'm filming this on Friday. Hopefully it will be edited and out Friday night. But Grape City Con is this weekend, Sunday, over at the Grape Festival grounds in Lodi. I believe the doors open at 10 o'clock. It's the last few years we were there as vendors, and it was a great show. Unfortunately, as you guys know, I announced it quite a while ago, we are not going to make it this year there as vendors. We've got several Port City folks that either could not get off of work or had other very important family commitments. They're even out of state, taking care of some family commitments that are very important. And that left only me. And one person cannot set up and run the booth that we run, because it's a big booth. And it just wasn't worth it to have one person there with just one person's stuff. That's, yeah, if we're going to do a Port City booth, we're going to do it worth doing, and it's going to be our big booth, and one person can't run that. So we will not be there, but I still want to plug it because it is a local convention. It's a good convention. It's a lot of fun up there in Lodi. The last couple of years, a lot of good cosplay and some cool vendors and some good artists and guests and stuff like that. So check that out if you're in the area. That's Sunday, this coming Sunday. I think it's the 7th, April 7th, over at the Grape Festival Fairgrounds in Lodi. That's Grape City Con. I think this is the third or fourth year in a row for it. And it's been a cool growing con. So give it a look, will you? Thanks.